Very pleased to be joined by former NHL'er, Stanley Cup winner, and father of two, Jordan and Zack. Well, at least the two that played here in Vernon. John Tonelli joins us. John, thank you so much for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Graham.
It's extremely exciting to chat with you and go behind the scenes a little bit in terms of what it's like to be a hockey dad. You're a hockey player, obviously at the highest level. You've got the accolades and the trophies to go along with it. How different is it being a hockey dad as opposed to when you were an actual player?
It's a lot different. A lot different. You need to take deep breaths. You need to keep it quiet, keep it down, and be calm. And trying to relay that to your sons. After I finished playing hockey, I ended up coaching, and at one time I coached both of them. Jordan first, and then Zack. We playing on Long Island, there wasn't a whole lot of experience along the coaching ranks, so I felt that it was something I had to do. So I didn't really want to do it,
right,
but I got into it. And if you know me as a player, I put everything I got into it, and that's what I did as a coach.
How difficult is it as they grow up? So you're their coach early on, and then I'm sure they've had some other coaches since then. How difficult is it with the wealth of knowledge that you have and the understanding of the game to sort of let the coaches take care of it and sort of allow your sons to sort of come to you with, I'm sure, questions when they arise?
Well, the number one thing I say is, listen, the guy behind the bench, that's who you listen to, okay? After the game, if you want to talk to me about things I think you could have done better, then I'm going to tell you, and I'm not going to hold back. And I want you to do everything you possibly can to do what your coach is asking you to do and for your teammates.
We're with former NHL'er John Tonelli. He's the father of Zack Tonelli. Let's talk about how the boys ended up coming out here. I know it was very disappointing not to see Jordan play here. It's a long way to go for you. You're from New York, and the kids come all the way out here to play. They both come out with commitments to Brown. What sort of drew them to, first of all, the league, and then second of all, to make the decision to come to Vernon?
Well, I got to know John Glenn pretty well, and I had a lot of faith in him and a lot of faith in the organization itself. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I had heard a lot of good things. As you know, Jordan played in Cedar Rapids in the USHL, and it worked for him. It worked, and then for the longest time. A lot of people said, how good the BCHL is, and I've been watching it, I've been seeing it, and I am so happy that Zack is here. And I think, I know Zack feels lucky that he is here, and he has a place, and he's playing for a coach in Coach McKee, who I love him because he's never satisfied. He wants to get the most out of every player, and he's not going to let up until he gets it.
Zack clearly knows you're in the building. He's really come on. Let's talk about what you were watching in the pod season. We never really got a good look at him until the Okanagan Cup in the pod, and you could see his motor going at 100 miles an hour, but the execution just the results didn't seem to be there. Do you talk to him about that when that goes on? And obviously since then, here in the early going, the success has started to follow that work ethic. But when it was a struggle, what do you say to a guy like that?
Well, absolutely keep working, and that's the only thing I can say, because I know the effort's there, and I know his desire and his work ethic off the ice is there. So it's just, it can be mentally defeating, right, if you're not putting the puck in the net, especially when you're getting chances. So I tell him, hey, just relax, keep working, and it'll come. You'll turn it around.
How have you seen your kids sort of adapt to life as the sons of an NHL'er, when, and I'm sure that's not put necessarily from the family's perspective, but, dad lived this lifestyle and had these successes at the game, and maybe the kids can follow suit. How have they sort of adapted and grown as young hockey players?
All I know is they love the game, and they want to play the game as long as they can. Who knows, with the work ethic and that determination and drive, that can carry them a long way. I know their mother and myself included are very, very proud parents. And if I can give a shout out to the Billet family, they have been tremendous. And what a sacrifice for them to open their doors and their house to the three boys that they're taking care of. And, we're very lucky. We got to meet them for the first time today.
How great is it to finally get a chance to be here? It must have been extremely difficult. You send your sons across country to a different country. You're 3 time zones away. How difficult is that, and how satisfying is it that you're able to be here today?
I know I don't sleep well back at home after watching the game and going to sleep, turn the lights out at 1. But so I'm happy to be here, and what a great town. The scenery is just magnificent, and I just my wife and I can't get over how pretty it is out here. I've never been here or out this way except to maybe play in Vancouver, and I remember back in my day, back in the dinosaur days, half the team was from the West, and they would tell me the best thing about the East was going west and seeing the scenery, so I can see it now.
You can see where people live here.
Right.
Well, John, I hope this isn't the first and only time we can have you on. We're sort of up against the clock. Thanks so much for taking the time. Welcome to the BC Hockey League, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Grant.
There's John Tonelli, father of Zack Tonelli. He's a former NHL'er, Stanley Cup winner, and he's our guest in the second intermission. Really appreciate the time.